Yes, and that is the way we're kicking off Send It Sunday this week. Absolute full send from the boys over in the Reunion Islands. Yeah, that is Thomas Traversa, obviously, and little Antoine Martin Tatoon, whatever you want to call him. But that is what I want to see. That is what I grew up watching. Massive sends, crash sections. We don't see enough of that. Is the money not big enough anymore? But when you see the guys just going for it, you just realise, wow, that takes some absolute balls. Let's go through a few of those moves. I mean, how's the first one? The first one, switch stance going down the wave, and you're kind of like, I wonder what he's going to do. I wonder what he's going to do. And then he just ploughs into the lip and then takes out Thomas Traversa on the way out. And there's just some, I mean, there's backies off the lip, you know, like, and some hitting sections which are just scary, and they just look like they're having fun. Now, I spoke to Tatoon, you know, Antoine Martin, in Silt, and he told me, Ben, we've got a section coming up you are going to love. So if you haven't seen the whole video, check it out. It's called Windsurf Mixtape. It's on Antoine Martin's YouTube channel. Check out the whole video, because there's obviously other stuff on there, but there's just that insane crash section at the end. And it's Marilyn Manson, which, if you are old like me and you grew up in watching videos from Regis and Xavier Huart from Cape Town, that was the same song. Do you remember that clip? I can't find it. I'm not even sure it's online anymore, but it was like, it was a standout YouTube clip of its time. It was absolutely epic. So that kind of brought back some memories, but the boys just going crazy. We're going to be doing a Send It sessions from those boys, where Antoine Martin hopefully is going to explain us like the behind the scenes behind that trip, because although it's an amazing video, I thought it'd be nice to hear some insights. And he told me something in Silt which was interesting, because he said when we got there, Thomas Traversa was just linking moves and linking waves, and I was just going for crazy stuff. He said by the end of the trip, I was linking moves and trying to copy Thomas, and Thomas was just going mental, which is why that video ended up. But we're gonna, like I say, gonna bring you a Send It session from that, but that's just epic. Tell me in the comments how much you think that is epic, and we should see more. But don't think that it's just waves where you get crazy crashes. Did you see this? Yeah, look at this. Hell, that is the craziest speed crash I have ever seen. This happened in 2021, and it was by the guys that were filming the Bjorn Dunkerbeck documentary, which has obviously just come out of the cinemas. So it took a while before Twan could even put this clip online. I saw this on his Instagram, terrible quality. I'm sure we'll see a better one, but just look at it. Look, that's going at, he said 52 knots, like nearly 100 kilometers an hour this crash happens. He bounces off-road, but the gear just goes so wild. That has to be the craziest speed crash I have ever seen. Have you seen a better one? Surely not. Yeah, just absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. What is happening at the moment? Well, the Tyree Wave Classic has just happened, and they did it live as well, which was pretty cool. Great job from Willie on the commentary. I've got to watch my back. He was pretty good. A really tough field. Miguel Chapuis was over there, plus all the usual suspects. You know, people's money were on Phil Horrocks, but he got injured in the double elimination. So the final ended up being between Miguel Chapuis and Lucas Meldrum. Lucas Meldrum did it. Yes, he won his first ever Tyree Wave Classic and the British title. So we have to give him a big up, and a big up to themailingroom.com. Yes, the Mailing Room have been supporting the future pros, the young kids coming up through wave sailing in the UK, and it has obviously paid off, because Lucas now wins the Tyree Wave Classic, like I say, and that first British title. So massive big up there. Good result. Good result. And some good conditions they had. 40th year next year in Tyree Wave Classic. I think I've got to go back. I think I've got to go back. Who's going to join me? I think they want to make it the biggest and best ever. So get booking those tickets, man. Get booking those tickets. Obviously a lower classic is starting soon. We're going to do a little bit of a build up on the channel to that, but all the guys and the girls are over that moment. Full send. They've had some big swell, and it feels like it's been a 360 off. Did you see all this stuff on social media? I see Mark Paré just put on this absolutely skied 360. It was so sick. And then you see Morgan Nero answering it back, going, well, Mark inspired me. And then you're seeing all these other guys just posting some just amazing clips. It's been absolutely crazy. And the build-up, who is going to be world champion, you know, probably 3 main guys in the running. Mark Paray's one of them. Obviously Marsilio Brown and Ricardo Campello, who is leading going into that event. But that event will have to count, and I have a feeling the winner of that lower classic will probably be the world champion, the PWA world champion, IWT world champion this year. So that is set. They've also just had a Jaws day, not the biggest of Jaws days, but still pretty decent. I saw some stuff from Robbie Swift on social media. He got absolutely smashed. I read Ricardo's story. It sounded like that a hell of a day with the jet ski sucking up the rope and stuff happening. It just sounded like a nightmare. And Robbie Swift, look at the equipment. Yeah, absolutely nasty. So anyway, that's coming up. It should be next week, and apparently the forecast is looking good. So I'm pretty excited about that. What else has been happening? Well, I'll tell you what's been happening. A bit of this. Check this. I got sent this by one of our senders from the Send It Academy in Cape Town last year. This is Arno. Now, he's getting on a bit. You know, he's over the big 5-0, but it doesn't stop him. He is not slowing down. But just check this. 1.5. He's going for the backy, and it just went into a super spin. That is absolutely insane. I mean, that guy is a full sender. I mean, the impressive thing is, though, watch, he comes out of the water, you know, water starts, gets going, and look how quickly he goes into this. Yes, he is still in one piece, and he's back on the Send It Academy this year. We have got 3 weeks planned for Cape Town. Week 1 is booked. Week 2 is booked. We do have 2 places on the 3rd week, which is early September. It's early September, early February. What am I on about? So if you want to get involved in that, send me a message or reply to the emails. I'm just going through the applications right now. So if you want to get involved, it's going to be a hell of a year once again. So yeah, that's been happening. I also got, I got a message, didn't I? Remember Mobsy? I put him and his brother on, I think the week before last, and they were cruising around in Australia. He said, Ben, I've got another clip. Check this out. So he said, after my advice, drive in, go for the jibe. He said he was super focused, and then suddenly this happened. Yeah, check the bird in the corner of the screen. He said he thought he'd run the thing over, but after his jibe, he had a look round and he did see it resurface. So no birds were harmed in the making of this video clip. So Mobsy, he's back on the channel again. You can't get rid of him. Did you enter the competition last week? This one? Spot the rider. Where should he be? Well, it was obviously number 2. Did you put number 2 in the comments on the last Send It Sunday? If you did and you remember, you have the chance of winning a hat. I'll do it at the end of the video. I will do it at the end of the video. The winner will be then. This week, you have to decipher this cryptic picture. Which 2 riders is this? Yes, that's the picture. Which 2 riders are mashed up in that picture? It's easy, no? It's easy. 2 famous-ish riders. Put the 2 riders in the comments. If you remember, put member and you get the chance to win a hat if you have chipped in beer money in the last 12 months, because I know a lot of you have. I've had a few cancellations recently, but that's just how the world is at the moment. I totally get it. But if you are, remember, like these legends, you could be in the chance of winning this beautiful hat. Your money can't buy these things. Okay, what else have we got? Well, I think we should finish this week with this thing. Yeah, this is Ivan Medic. You know, with a second name like Medic, you are gonna have crashes like this. Nina sent this in, and this is the no-footed Spock. Now that is a big splash. Take it easy out there, boys and girls. Take it easy. Also, if you are going to Cape Town this year and you haven't booked your car hire, if you book, I think in the next week with Kennings, and use this discount code, don't shoot me. I know it says kite surf. That's the only one they would do. They wouldn't give me a windsurf one. I know it hurts, but still, if you are going to Cape Town, use that code. You'll get 20% discount, but you have to book in the next week or at least send them an email. I'll put all the details in the descriptions. That's it. We've got a storm here tomorrow. We actually had a bit of a storm the other day, but we've got a proper storm, rain and everything, and the wind's swinging around. I'm going to go hunting tomorrow for something. I don't think we're going to get any footage because it's too wet, but we did score the other day. There's actually been some pretty nice conditions. The wind's been a bit funky, but yeah, pretty excited. Hope you guys are getting out there. We'll see you for the next one. Until then, there's only one thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, don't forget to send it.